Today is August the 16th, and this is part 37 of our study of end times. Well, for a couple of days now, we've been on the Millennium, the 1,000-year reign of Christ that comes immediately after the tribulation period. And we've seen that it's going to be a fantastic time. Jesus will be here, ruling and reigning from Jerusalem, sitting on the throne of his father David. Things are going to be wonderful. Be no more crying during this time. Won't be any babies dying early. Crops will grow the way they're supposed to. The men will plant and eat of it. They will build houses and live in them. It's just going to be a fantastic time on earth during this time. Now remember, there will be those here on earth in their natural bodies, and there will be those on earth in their spiritual bodies who will be ruling and reigning the earth during that time with Jesus. So today we'll go back to the book of Isaiah and try to finish up today about this wonderful time called the Millennium. Now then, in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 4, it says, "But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth." All right, now then, Jesus is going to always judge with righteousness. His judgment's always going to be right. "And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth." That's the tribulation period that we've already seen about, and the ending up with the battle of Armageddon, in which Jesus will smite them with the word of his mouth. "And with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked." That's the end of the tribulation. That's the battle of Armageddon. "And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins." And boy, that's absolutely true of Jesus. He is righteous and he is faithful always. Now then, look what it says now. "The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb." Wolf and lamb are going to go together. "And the leopard shall lie down with the kid," little goat. "And the calf and young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them." Now if we go into a petting zoo, we might pet a little calf, or we might pet a little lamb, but we're not going to pet a leopard. We're not going to pet a lion. But in the millennium, they're going to be tame. And it says even a little child can come and lead them. And it says, "And the cow and the bear shall feed, bear and a cow together. Their young ones shall lie down together. And the ox, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox." Now that kind of boggles my mind. A lion is not designed to eat straw. But God's going to fix it so they do. Otherwise there'll be no more killing on the earth like there is now. Now notice this. "And the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp." And an asp is a snake. And this little child is going to play where the snake is, but the snake's not going to hurt him. And then it goes on and says, "And the weaned child shall put his hand on a cockatrice nest," or den rather, not nest, den. Otherwise, the cockatrice is a poisonous snake. And it says that the child is going to stick his hand in there where the snakes are, poisonous snakes, but they're not going to bite him. Now can you imagine a time like this? There's nothing on earth that's going to harm. The wild animals will be tame, and the snakes are not going to hurt people. Verse 9, "They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. For the earth," oh, this is wonderful, "for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea." So all over the earth, the knowledge of the Lord will be there. And from all over the earth, people will come up to Jerusalem to worship the Lord. What a great, great time this 1,000 years is going to be. What a beautiful, like the Garden of Eden. Everything's going to be almost perfect. Not quite. Still be sinners here. But it's going to be a great, great time. But then at the end of the 1,000 years, something terrible is going to happen. And we're going to have to look at that tomorrow as this wonderful time winds down, and we'll see what happens then. So until in the morning, hope you have a fantastic day today.